Welcome to Real Civil YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show you how to check the modal analysis results and which are very important from the interview point of view also. If you see the codal provision as per IS 1893 part 1 2016, there is a clause 7.7.5.2 that is number of modes to be considered. I'll just zoom. Okay, number of modes to be considered. So you can see here the number of modes nm to be used in the analysis for earthquake shaking along a considered direction should be such that sum of or sum total of modal masses of these modes considered is at least 90% of the total seismic mass. So this is very important codal provision. And now we will see how to check this in ETABS software. So what code says, whatever summation of modal mass is there in considered direction for x and y, it should be at least 90%. So let's see how to check this condition in ETAB, very important condition. So in ETAB, you have to come after analysis, you have to come to tables, then you have to come to analysis results, structure output, then here modal information, and there is a second point, modal participation mass ratios, and you can open the table. Now what code says, the sum total of modal masses that we have to check. Before that, I quickly explain these points. This is the case, that is the modal case. Then mode, these are the mode numbers 1 2 3 4 5 up to 21 modes we have considered in our analysis. Then these are the periods of respective mode. Then very important, this is ux, uy and uz. So what does it mean? So ux is, just a minute, ux is the modal participation mass ratio in global x direction. Uy is modal participation mass ratio in y direction, and this is z direction. Okay, so these are the translational modes. I will show you the shape of the mode also. And here, this is very important, this is cumulative sum of the modal participation mass ratio in the x direction, y direction, and this is z direction. And this is what the code says, we have to see the cumulative sum at least 90%. So let's see, this is up to, yes, 0.919179 means into 100, that is 91.79. We have achieved this in the 8th mode for x direction as well as for y direction. That means the sum, this column shows the sum of modal masses, and code says that should reach at least 90%. So we have considered 21 modes. At 21th mode, it has considered 97%. Okay, but code says up to 90% it is okay. So we have achieved this in 8th mode. That means it is okay, and it is for both x and y direction. So this condition we have satisfied. Sometimes what happens, even for the given number of modes, you can't reach up to 90%. So in that case, you have to increase the number of modes. So that is the first condition. Now let's move to the second condition, which is very important. That is, we have to check that First two modes should be translational and third one is rotational. Okay. First two modes should be translational and third one is rotational. How to check? Let's see. So this is the mode 1. This is the time period, that is 2.33 second. Okay. Now the participation in x direction is 28.93. In y direction it is 49.21, and in Rx, that is rotational x is 0.13, rotational y is 0.07, rotational z is 0. So you have to check the major value. Major value is 0.4921. That means in first mode uy is the dominant or translational mode is there. These two are these three are translational. You can neglect this z. These two are translational and this one is rotational. So code says first two modes should be translational. Here it is 49.21 in uy. That is okay. That means first translational mode. Now let's see second. In second, ux is 0.4921. That means ux, that is it is translation in x direction. Some part is there in y direction and some part is in rotation, but major is 0.4921, that is 49.21 in x direction. That means again translational. And third mode we have to check, it should be, it can be rotational. So here you can see x directional it is 0, y direction 0, rx ry 0, rz, that is rotation about z axis 77.52. It is completely okay. Code says first two modes translational, third one is rotational is expected, so no problem. So what exactly the meaning of translational and rotational, I will show you. Just remember, mode 1 is in y directional, mostly in y directional moving. Mode 2 mostly in x direction. Mode 3 is in rotational. So I will show. Here go to display, go to deformed shape. Here you have to select the mode. Now first mode. Now we know that first mode is dominated in y direction, partly in x direction. So just click on apply, click on OK. So here you can see, or I will show you in the plan view. Now here you can see, just a minute, or I will cut this. Now here you can see that it has moved in y direction, okay, and little in x direction. It is coupled mode. You can see here it has moved in y direction more and little in x direction, but it is a translational mode. Now let's move to mode 2. Now mode 2 is translation, mostly translation in x direction and little in y direction, okay, but it is coupled mode, but again it is translation, it is not rotating. You can see the building is just drifting here and here only in both the cases. Now you can see in the third mode it is rotational. Now you can see how it rotates. That is the third mode. Now see how the building is going to rotate. Now you can see here in the third mode the building is rotating, okay. So this rotation is not allowed in first two modes. First two modes should be translational, and third one, if it is rotational, it is okay as per codal provision. This shape, this rotation should not occur in first two mode. That care we have to take, and if it is happening, then there is a torsional irregularity, or you have to place the shear walls column such a way that you should avoid this rotational. I hope the concept is clear to all of you. You can see our other videos, very detailed videos on seismic analysis and design of building, which are available in the description box. Thank you.